think I need to. I think everyone is pretty much, in agreement and understands that we live in an incredibly toxic environment. A big part of the work I do with my patients and helping people to get healthier is doing detox. In fact, a big part of my own personal, health strategy is, I'm always on some level of detox. And I'm always doing something to promote the detoxification pathways in my body, to support my liver, the phase 1, phase 2 detoxification, so it's staying strong and can break down these toxins that my body's getting exposed to. I take specific supplements from time to time. I cycle through different things that support my body's detoxification process. And then I really try to limit the toxins I put into my body. So that's why the video the other day I talked about the fluoride. I'd stopped using, toothpaste that had fluoride in it. And fluoride is a big toxin. It's a big neurological toxin. And, and we'll never really know to what extent a lot of these mental and neurological disorders like Alzheimer's and dementia and such, we'll really never know to what extent those conditions have been impacted by things like fluoride in our water or in our toothpaste or chlorine in our water. In an effort to, in our germophobia, we are a culture that is afraid of germs, so they want to put chlorine in water, which is also toxic to the human body. It's toxic to germs. That's why it kills the germs. So you want to avoid, toxins. You want to eliminate toxins in your body, and that's my main reason for avoiding medications. If I need a medication, I'm going to take it, and I've shared that, and I have, and I do, but, I'm not taking any medications now. It's been years since I've had to take a prescription medication. I've been healthy enough without it. So, I'm not saying never take medications, but I'm saying a strategy for good health is you want to avoid medications at all costs. Now, I'm going to say this. I think my idea of avoiding medications at all costs might be a little bit different than what some people have. Some people think avoiding medication at all costs is fine until they get a little headache and then they want to pop a couple of Tylenol. Or they wake up a little stiff and they want to take some Advil. So, you got to be true to yourself. To thine own self be true. Are you truly trying to avoid medications or are you just giving it lip service? But if you're like me and I'm truly trying to avoid medications, well then, I'm going to do everything in my power other than medications first. So it means before I resort to a medication, I'm going to do everything natural that I can do. I'm going to seek out natural healthcare providers. I'm going to find the help to try to support my body's healing process without a drug or without a surgery. And I think that's a better principle to live life by, to follow for good health and good healing. You want to avoid these toxins. And that's really the thing with vaccinations and all of that. I realize that most people get vaccinations, including the one, for corona, and they're going to have no side effects. It may be sore, it may be minimal, and on the outside, there's going to be no apparent problem. And I just don't know what's going to happen in the future. Well, we can talk about that, especially with this messenger RNA. But the fact is, every time you put a medication in your body, and even if it's just a one-off injection, a one-off vaccination, you are still putting toxins in your body. And in the past, some of these vaccines have been really nasty. Have had some really nasty toxins in them, which is one reason why so many of us have decided to avoid those things. So anyway, that's getting back around. This video is not about vaccinations, but it's about staying healthy. It's about universal principles of health and healing. And people, I believe in my heart of hearts, I know, after 38 years of being a natural healthcare practitioner, after living my life for 63 years avoiding medications, and I've, working with tens of thousands of patients over the years, and, and as a chiropractor, I have the opportunity to get these long-term relationships with patients where I see these patients over decades, at times. So I get to see my patients age. I've observed the aging process in thousands of individuals. And I am convinced that, healthy aging does not occur through medications. I'm sorry. And I know that sometimes as we get older, we develop certain things that may absolutely require a medication. But I'm going to tell you, these medications are way overprescribed. In my opinion, they're way overprescribed. When I see these elderly people, the amount of medications that they're on, it just breaks my heart. So anyway, I want to get back to the main point here. The main point is, and what I want to share with you this morning is that if you want to be as healthy as you possibly can, if you want to experience healthy aging, live a long life where you feel good and where you're active, where your mind is sharp, where you're physically able to do the things that you want to do, then I think it's very important that you eliminate toxins throughout your life. And this means, you know, it's a process. It's an ongoing process, and it may be a slow process, but it means eliminating toxins where you can. It means avoiding junk foods and being sure you eat a good, clean diet. I've talked about that a lot, but you know, don't forget that. Drinking good, pure water, spring water, or at least drinking filtered water. Avoiding medications, avoiding, you know, fumes, and avoiding pesticides and herbicides and all those kind of things. You want to keep your body as clean as possible as you age in order to be as healthy as you possibly can be.